Hey, everybody. Welcome back to yet some more Cryptopolis. Hello, welcome back.
Hey,
welcome back. Hello,
man.
Isaac. Hello. Hi, man. What's up? You're looking a little bit grayscale today, man.
I am,
using a new face cream,
I
Isaac?
am, Nick. I went to the supermarket and I said, what? I went to this beauty store, Nick, and they were like, hey, I said, what's the best product for my skin tone? They got the testing equipment out. They ran some tests.
Yes.
And they said this out. They said this was the best tone.
The best one in the land, right?
You don't agree?
Yeah. No, I do agree. So much that I noticed it, right? I was like, oh, look at the tones on that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I've been ill, Nick, this past week. Hence the... I'm not dead, by the way. Normally when you see a black and white photo of somebody like that, it's because they're deceased.
Gravestone on there as well. Yeah, you should put like a crossed out sign on your face.
I was gonna put some X's in the eyes, but like that seemed like a bit much.
You should have done that.
At that point, do I just go one step further? Do I put 1996 to 2023? Like,
yeah, right. At that point, do you just even not turn up here? It's just me, right? Holding the fort. I mean, nothing would get done, Isaac, obviously, if that happened. I mean, I'd probably undo all of the work that we've done by accident. He's here in spirit. I mean, there's no proof now, Isaac, that you're not just an AI voice and an AI character.
That's true.
Yeah, sorry, I've spilled all the secrets there. But welcome back, everyone.
I feel like if I was an AI, I'd sound more like normal Isaac and not as much like ill Isaac, right?
That's true, actually. That's true.
AI
you sound extra jolly.
Exactly right. It sounds so enthusiastic.
Yeah, that's
But welcome back, man.
Welcome back, everybody.
Cryptopolis. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going very well, thanks, man. This is going to be a bit more of a low tempo one, I think. A nice chilled.
Nick, I disagree. This is going to be the highest
caliber
episode of
you've ever seen. All right, where's the flint and steel, man? I'm going to set this base on fire.
Please, you can't, Nick. The warped planks are not flammable. You can't set them on fire. Unfortunately,
I can't even.
But the good news, Nick, is that I see the light. I see the path forward for us. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see the light at the end of the tunnel, Nick, and I'm going to walk us together, hand in hand, slowly towards the sunset. Okay.
I'm glad. Yay! I'm glad. I'm just good, Isaac. I'm going to be skipping along. I'm going to love it.
So between streams, Nick, I've tidied up a little bit. Right. I've moved like these chests and the random drawers that were left here. I've put a few things down, like the furnace and the smoker and the pestle and mortar and the cutting board over here.
Yeah,
and
nice.
I think the thing that we were kind of struggling with at the end of the last episode is that to progress forward with the Now We're Talking questline, we need a bunch of extra lava colors, right? We need purple, we need pink, we need light blue, and we need regular blue. All of those require RGB cores or rugger cores. And all of the rugger cores are a little bit of a pain to make, Nick.
Yeah, 100%.
That is where I think the botany pots are going to come to our aid. So I've made another hopping botany pot. Here I also have like a bunch more botany pots and one extra hopping botany pot in my inventory because the rugger cores are not too bad. The hard part is getting the beets for the red dye, the cactus for the green dye, all of the sub parts are the bits that are tricky, right?
Yes.
And so I think the intention here is that we're supposed to take the cactus that we get and not just use it to make green dye, but use it to make more cactus via the use of the botany pot to give us infinite cactus that we can then use for infinite rugger cores. Right?
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever using cactuses or sugar canes or anything in botany pots. I didn't even consider that as a possibility.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah. You can always check.
So you stick sand in?
You
sand
do,
in them?
yeah.
Okay.
And, you can check in JEI if something, like if you type in cactus and press U, it will, you'll see that it just requires.
You can stick them.
You just works.
In there, yeah. Look at that. Cactus on red sand or farmland or whatever. Regular sand. Rich soil farmland, just makes more cactus. That's handy. That is very handy.
It's good stuff, right? So
thanks,
the question, do we have some more? Oh, we do have organic water. So I think, Nick, if we were to do something like this, we get some cactus. It's a little bit you know, a little iffy sometimes, but I got it.
Yeah, hold on. I've got a universal attractor on me, Isaac. I'm going to put it away temporarily. I think
Some
that's
of us,
causing...
we just can't help it, man.
I mean, I'm sorry,
I can't blame
Isaac.
you, man.
I'm sorry. What? I can't help being this attractive.
No, I understand,
right?
Man. It's hard, right? I don't even know how you
it's
do
a
it.
problem.
How do you get by
sometimes.
day to day?
I don't, Isaac.
You know?
I've got. You can't see it below me, but I've got stuff stuck to me, right? I've got pieces of wool.
You're just out and about, man.
Me, Isaac.
I'm like, you know, you can't do anything, man, because people are just pulled to you, you know, subconsciously.
I know,
right?
I know. Gosh, I can't leave the house these days, Isaac.
He's just universally attractive.
Yeah, like in the window behind me, I know I've got the blinds closed because so that you don't get your eyes blasted off, and also so you can't see where I live. But there's actually people stuck to the window, Isaac. It's just like quadruple glazed, so you can't hear them call out.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, surely then we wouldn't know where you live, right? We just see the
That's true, actually. No, but you'd see all the people. You'd see all the famous people, Isaac, behind me.
I see.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Mayfair, London, right? It's all the celebrities. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I've just docked myself.
Nick's in like Westminster is where he's at.
I mean, the Houses of Parliament, Isaac. They got a good internet connection here, and really good food as well. Free food. Oh man!
But here, look at this, man. It's going. It's doing its thing.
Yeah, look at that. It is going indeed. Yeah. So no, like drying crap or anything, right? So
exactly. So
I know lapis was a big one.
I think lapis is still going to be difficult for us because there is. I mean, for a little bit at least, yeah. Because for lapis, we do still have to dry blue dye, but it's not terrible because, again, what we can do here, man, is we can grow the vines that we use to get wool also in a botany pot, right? So we take these weeping vines and we craft 3 of them to make string. These are also botany potable. And so if these are botany potable, man, anything's botany potable. You know what I mean?
These are bottable and potable, Isaac.
Exactly. It's mission impotable, right?
Yes. Mission impossible. Challenge accepted. Yeah. Should we choose to take it? That's
Tom Cruise
the saying,
stars
right?
in Mission Impossible.
Impossible. Tom Cruise stars in Minecraft Cryptopolis. Mission Impossible. That's who you should replace your face with, Isaac. Your grayed out face. Picture of Tom Cruise jumping out of a helicopter or something like that. POV though.
I wanted to, but his lawyers were not fans of the idea.
They not allow it.
No.
They send a cease and desist.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it. That's the 3rd one this month, Isaac.
It's you can't help it.
Can't get any celebrity to agree, can we?
Can't do it, man. But here we go. Look at this. We've got weeping vines growing as well now. So this should be basically infinite wool once it's going, and then we can take the wool onto the string from that, make it into wool, drop it in the cleansing water to make it blue, and then hang it on the rack to transform it into the blue wool that we can then be ground into blue dye, right?
Fantastic.
That's like the RGB side of things. But the thing that we're kind of working on here, Nick, in order to make any of this happen, we need the mechanical extruder. And the mechanical extruder requires the mechanical crafting. Like it's made with the mechanical crafting.
It a quite weird shape as well, right?
Yeah, right.
19.
I mean, it's kind of the shape of the machine, right?
Yeah, I know. They're being too realistic, Isaac.
Yeah, right.
I don't like it.
But going back to unleashing your creativity, the bottom right of this quest line is where we need to be working on, right? We need to get some electron tubes, then we can make the mechanical crafters. Then we can unlock the alternator, which is going to allow us to turn our create energy into power that we're going to use on our immersive engineering machines like the arc furnace, the crusher, etc. We unlock the crushing wheels. The crushing wheels are good, Nick, because right now we take our null shards, we drop them into the red lava, it makes iron shards. It currently takes 3 iron shards to make 1 iron ingot. However, with the crushing wheel, you can crush 1 iron shard into 1 iron dust that can then be smelted into 1 iron ingot. So we're going to triple the efficiency
3 times
of
more.
It's
very good, actually.
With the crushing wheels. And then obviously the extruder is the 3rd and final thing. We want the extruder lets us start working on things like redstone, lapis, quartz, glowstone, etc. Right?
Nice.
And, as well as lead, bronze, you know, and the lead is what's needed to make the arc furnace and whatnot. So that's, and also simple storage network. So that's the game plan.
That is a clear path, to be fair.
It is, right?
Good.
It's not
good.
quite as daunting as I thought it was going to be.
As it looked, especially the Unleash Your Creativity quest line earlier on, right? Which is a web of stuff.
Exactly, right.
Isn't it? And we've got the blast furnace and the
blast
coke oven, right? So
Yeah.
that was a big thing as well. That was taking a while, but that is now here.
Yeah,
and
I have.
creosoted,
I did put
nice.
some more iron in the blast furnace between streams as well, so we do have a little bit of iron lying around in that of steel. Sorry, we should have like 40 or so. I think.
Yeah. There's 41 steel in here. This
Nice.
left one is full of creosote oil, so we're going to be treating wood.
Between streams, we don't have a tank to store the creosote in yet, and so I've kind of just been taking the creosote out of the coke oven and placing it into this block of creosote to kind of void it.
Yeah. Oh, right. I see. Yes.
So
block immersive engineering creosote fluid block. Yeah. That's
like if you do
handy,
this, you can kind of just get rid of the excess to keep the coke oven going.
Okay. I see.
Because it doesn't work once it's full, right?
I see. Yes. Correct. Okay. That's very cool.
Okay.
Cool. So that's doing that.
Yes.
Nice.
So this is fine, man. So we need 25 mechanical crafters. They're made in sets of 3, so we're going to have to make 27, which means 27 electron tubes, which means 27 polished rose quartz. Now this is made, each rose quartz is made with 1 null shard, 1 red dye, and 1 pink dye. So the red dye, again, beats, easy enough. Null shards we have, and then the pink dye is just white dye mixed with red dye. And the white dye we get from bone meal, which is from calcite, which I think we have. So I think we're good to go on this front.
Should do, yeah.
Could you, Nicholas, make for me? We also, if we're gonna make 27 of these, we need 9 brass casing. Could you make me 9 brass ingots?
Yes. 9 brass ingots. Let's have a look. So
9
that's,
brass ingots.
Oh yes. Yes.
So much brass.
So I need to mix copper and zinc. Oh yes.
But it needs to be done. It needs to be done in a mixer above a blaze burner. And currently we only have the 1 blaze burner, man. So I think, and it's being used to power our boiler, right? So we could probably do with a 2nd blaze burner.
Oh right, okay. So that is taking one of these empty bad boys and going to Blaze Town and right-clicking a blaze, right?
Yeah, but you need to spawn a blaze, right? Like we need to summon a blaze using the powers of the elements
of the
earth,
thing,
wind,
which
fire, and
wind.
Crypto, yeah.
And crypto, also known as wind. Wind, also known as crypto. We need those little soul beads. Are they soul beads? I've got some.
I forget where we figured out how to do any of this, man.
Yeah, we go down. I know we go down there, and there's a special table, periodic table of elements, and the soul bead is required, and then some other crap's required, isn't it?
But I forget where we saw the recipe, right? Like, where did it tell us how to summon a blaze, right?
Is it in the quest book? Let's have a look.
So the summoning altar does tell us here, actually. So, yeah, you want a soul bead on the table, and then you need to give it 2 gunpowder and 4 coal. And then as soon as the blaze spawns, you just right-click on it with an empty blaze burner, which is just 4 iron sheets and 1 netherrack. That should be
excellent,
very doable.
I've got the soul beads and the coal. I just need some gunpowder, and then I can make the empty blaze burner as well.
I've got a question for you, man.
Go on, man. What's up?
You are the proud owner of a dishwasher, correct?
I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not. Yeah,
Oh.
this is the one luxury in life that I do not have, Isaac. I have forgot. I used to have a dishwasher, and then I moved here. No dishwasher, Isaac. I wash all of my dishes by hand, which is extremely lovely when I make a big thing, right?
That's disgusting, Nick.
It's horrible, Isaac. It's absolutely terrible.
There's a blaze burner here, by the way, man. Here you go. There's an empty one.
Oh, thanks, man.
Just ready to go.
Just need some gunpowder.
But you've owned a dishwasher in the past, not to be confused with somebody who washes your dishes for you.
Not to be confused with somebody who washes my dishes for me.
Right?
Correct.
Question. If you're putting, there's like a little, usually with a dishwasher, there's like a little cutlery tray thing, like a little insert that you put your cutlery into, correct?
Oh, the little cutlery basket.
Yeah, exactly.
You
can lift it out, you can take it, put your cutlery away. It's got a little special compartment just for cutlery, right? Now, my question, Nick, is if you were to be placing some kind of knife into this cutlery basket, do you place your knives in sharp side down or sharp side up?
Oh, sharps, like a bread knife. Are we on about?
Maybe like a steak knife, like a dinner knife potentially. Because a bread knife, a butter knife's quite. You're not going to cut yourself on a butter knife, right?
No, but I think I would.
Either
all of them.
Yes.
Sharp side down.
So okay, I'm on the same page with you here, man. I put all of my knives in sharp side down, so you can grab the handle, right, and pull it out. Now,
simply because when I'm holding it on the handle area, right?
Well, so yes,
and so we'll just put it downwards.
Following question though, Nick, is how do you put other cutlery items, teaspoons, tablespoons, forks, into this drip bucket?
It's a good question, right? I probably put those whatever you interact, the side that you interact with your mouth, right?
Yeah.
So prong side for the fork, and spoon side,
ladle side,
spoon, up, because then there's more space, right? With the knife, that's not an issue because knives, don't tend to get wider as you go down. But
I'm very glad, Nick, to see that we're on the same page here, because I have seen discourse over on the internet about people putting just all of their cutlery in like mouth side down, right? Like they're putting their spoons and forks in at the bottom. I mean, it's fine, it works. It's not catastrophic, but I feel like you just get a better clean. Someone said I'm horrified that you're both wrong on this. See, people are crazy, man.
Oh my gosh, this is a controversial topic.
It is. I'm glad you were on the same team though, Nick. If you put the spoon or the forks in, mouth side up, so the pointy bit of the fork is pointing up, it makes it harder to get it out for sure. Like you've got to grab the neck as opposed to just the top, as opposed to just blindly throwing your fists in there. But you get a better clean because the water is more swished around. Whereas when you've got them pointy side down, I find especially if you ever have anything in the dishwasher that's got like a little bit of grime on it, right? Unless you're putting in like near clean plates, that just gets stuck down there because it's all too cramped. You know what I mean? At the base, if it's too much. Unless you're putting in like one fork, I feel like you've got to put it.
See, it's the thing, man. For me, it's purely space, right? This is a purely spatial matter, Isaac. Right? Like that you can get more stuff in if you have it.
Yes.
Non-handle side or handle side down, let's call it.
Yeah, sure. As opposed to mouth side up.
As opposed to mouth side up. Also known as mouth side up.
But I also think it's an inverse problem. I think the more cutlery you have, you need the extra space. But also, if you were to put them handle side up, and you had a lot of cutlery, not only is there less space for it, but also it gets more cramped, and I feel like it's more likely to not get cleaned, right? So
no, I'm with you, Isaac. I'm so sorry, but we're right.
I know, right?
I'm so sorry to all of you out there.
If you're not doing it this way, just give it a try.
I'm so sorry, but we are totally right.
I feel like this is one of those situations where people have like it's a weird manifestation of like the sunk cost fallacy. Like people have been doing it the wrong way for so long that they think the wrong way is just how it's done. It doesn't have to be this way, guys. It doesn't have to be.
Right?
You can still see the light and switch to the right way of loading your dishwasher cutlery tray. It's fine.
The people are wrong, Isaac.
They're
all wrong, Isaac. They're all wrong. I'm so sorry.
Right?
But we're definitely right. Yeah, that's the thing. I guess if you've not got a lot of stuff, you can put them inside down.
Like you say, if you're like one person, go for it, right? Because at that point, I mean, maybe load your dishwasher a little less regularly. But if you have few items, you can put them in like handle side up or mouth side down. Because at that point, it doesn't matter, right? At that point, it's just they're all going to get washed, and it's just easier for you to get it out afterwards. Like at that point, go for it, I guess. But I think if you're putting the dishwasher on for any number of people, and you've got a lot of cutlery, you got to put it like pointy side up on the fork or ladle side up on the spoon.
Agreed. Yeah, and like you said, it will get a better clean because if it's mouth side down, which I'm going to start using again as a term, It's just surrounded by basket and other cutlery, right? Like you can't get all that water up in there, Isaac. There's stuff in the way. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, this is. I'm glad. I am glad.
No, we're on the same wavelength here, man. I was worried that you would be opposite me on this.
No, I'm with you.
You are,
because I do use a dishwasher. Like whenever I go and visit my family, if I need to unload or load the dishwasher, or do any chores or anything, I'm always doing that. Doing it like that. And I'm also, I'm practicing for when I do it, get a dishwasher again, Isaac.
Practice.
I do need to, right?
You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that finely honed skill.
No. Yeah, if I lose that skill, that's it. What am I going to do, Isaac?
Exactly.
We're hand washing forever.
Yeah,
right. Honestly, hand washing is. I'm going on a rant. Oh, sorry, before I go on my rant, this summoning altar does tell you, right? It was 1 soul bead, 2 gunpowder, and 4 coal, was it?
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
I think you put the soul bead on last, by the way.
Oh, okay, right. Let me take this. I didn't know there was an order for it. Right, okay. 1. Oh no, I've accidentally put 64 coal there.
I think that's probably fine, but like, yeah,
okay,
we'll try for the exact.
Oh, it's doing a thing.
Yeah, I see it, man. I'm watching you from above.
I've got this ready. I've got this ready. Hey,
nice.
Easy as pie. Lovely.
I gave us a wall, by the way, man. I don't know if you noticed the polished deep slate wall around the edge.
I did notice it because I was trying to climb up it to get up to the millstone, but I didn't kind of clock that it was new.
Right.
Yeah, no, very nice, Isaac, very nice. And I tell you what, the thingy torch doing an absolute job up there.
Yeah,
no nose ringers, Isaac, or any other variety of pig-based beings, right? Which is great.
We call them PBBs up here.
PDBs, yeah, it's like PBJs, but worse.
Pig-based beings. PBBs.
Pig-based beings, PBBs. Right. So where's this blaze burner going? It's going under a thing, right?
Yeah. So you just need it. I think it actually has to go into a mixer for you, right? Which is kind of what I'm here for. But I am trying to make pink dye. Which
okay, let me stand back.
Sorry, I don't need bottom. I need white dye. You can go for this. You can put the blaze burner underneath there, and you're making.
It's going underneath this basin, is it?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, lovely.
Yes. And you're using that to make brass.
I am using it to make brass, so I need some. How much brass did you need again, Isaac?
I need, Nick, I believe 9 brass.
9 brass. Okay. Lovely. So that's 5 copper and 5 zinc. That's easy. Okay, we've got that. I can confirm. Here we go.
You can place gunpowder down like redstone.
What?
I just saw a weird marking on the glass next to the millstone. I think you've placed down some gunpowder.
Have I placed down some gunpowder on there?
This,
no
man.
way.
Turn around. Look at this. Boom.
Oh my god, looks horrible.
I know, right?
Yeah, look at that.
There's gunpowder showing on the floor. I wonder if you like that, if it like burns.
It's good point. Should have got that flint and
steel it, yeah.
It's not vanilla. Look at that. It's from supplementaries. Supplementaries, which is what I need when I get when I'm vitamin D deficient. Which according to my mother, I always am.
Right. Does she have like a sensor, like a reader of some persuasion?
Yeah,
how does she know?
Anything I say, she blames on vitamin D deficiency. I'm like, I'm feeling a bit tired. Vitamin D deficiency. Get out in the sun.
You're like, my tax bills are high this year. It's a vitamin D deficiency.
I've been overcharged taxes here. Vitamin D. It's because you can't calculate properly.
Apparently you can use it as like a long fuse for blowing something up. Like you run the gunpowder, you light it, and then it goes and blows the TNT up at the end. That's interesting. Or whatever it is you're going to blow up. Yeah, no, that's nifty.
There you go.
Big up.
Right, do I just throw these? I just throw these in, do I?
Yeah. Equal quantities, and they should. And then you got to give the burner some fuel because he's currently he's AFK.
Right, okay, right. Let me. Here you go, sir. Yeah, get in there. 77 seconds of fuel. Okay.
Bless you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Wait, did that?
It did, yeah.
My microphone. It's the one time I don't check my microphone mute button works, and it bloody doesn't.
I heard
does
you
it?
cough right into my ears, and I was like, Nick, he definitely didn't do that on purpose.
You're welcome, chat. Right, here we go. This is my fix for this, as I must quit
I love it.
Stream Deck software and then reopen Stream Deck software. It's been a whole week, Isaac. My my process, my pre-stream process is not up to scratch.
It just adds to the immersion, man. I like it.
Okay, it works, Isaac. It works again. Oh gosh.
Oh, okay.
No, that was a bit of free ASMR for you.
Okay,
I'm just trying to make you feel more welcome, Isaac.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, 10 brass, Isaac.
Beautiful. Okay.
Quiet.
I'm gonna drop in 9 red die, 9 pink die, and 9 null shards. There we go. That's going as well. This should get me all of the rose quartz. So for you, Nicholas, what I need you to do is I need you to go and get 9 logs and place them down on the ground.
Ah, yes, for a bit of stripping, Isaac.
A bit of stripping, man.
Bit of stripping. Yeah, that's cool.
I've been ill this past week, man.
You've been ill. You have been ill.
I've had more free time than I care to admit. Right, because you just you feel like garbage and you just sat on the couch, and you have nothing but a TV and a phone maybe and some food.
Yeah, so it's quite therapeutic actually.
It is quite nice,
bit of a horrible way.
Yeah, right. But I decided to do something that I've never really done before, man.
Go on.
So you're familiar with the website Quora, right?
Oh yes, I'm familiar with the website Quora.
I signed up, Nick, for a Quora account because without a Quora account, you can't really navigate the website, right? You can Google and something will come up, but if you ever want to actually click on a question, it's like, oh, sign up for an account. So you know what, I caved, and I signed up for a Quora account, man. And let me tell you, man, some of the most beep crazy people on the internet, they live on Quora.
They live on Quora, don't they?
I don't know why Yahoo Answers ever gave up the prime real estate of being the place where crazy people go to ask questions.
Yeah,
Quora has become that place, and
it really has, hasn't it?
I was just chatting to a friend the other day, and I was just scrolling through the Quora homepage that I had. It gives you supposedly when you sign up, they ask you, they're like, hey, what are you interested in? And I picked a few things. I picked tech and cooking and whatever. And some of the questions that people ask, man, especially the cooking questions, are just wild. It's
do you remember any of the top of your heads?
Somebody was asking, they were making some kind of chicken, some kind of fried chicken or something, and they were like, how long do I have to marinate? They use the word marinate the chicken in the flour before I cook it. And I'm guys, you don't. You don't marinate the flour.
Oh,
they just they've put their chicken in flour and salt. And they just leave it.
Left it there to dry out.
To marinate. And I'm like,
oh no. Oh, the population. The population of Earth sometimes has something left to be desired, doesn't it? Oh. That's incredible.
There were so many. And I mean, I don't want to be that guy, right? If you don't know how to cook certain things, that's fine. That's what
it's fine.
For,
it's absolutely fine. Of course it
obviously.
is. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone needs to learn something that Nick and I prove on a daily basis that there's a lot of stuff that we don't know, right?
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah, pretty much everything.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
All at once.
We don't know anything. But I don't know. It's quite funny just to some of the questions. Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that will be primarily answered by the AI chatbots, I feel.
You think
soon.
So?
Someone says
I don't know,
if someone's got a question like that, they'll just put it in there and it will be I
think
no, you don't have to do that.
I don't know though, man, because I think it's too obscure. I think the chatbot will be like, I don't understand. No one should be marinating chicken.
Shall I ask it?
Go for it.
I'll ask it. I mean, I caved and paid for ChatGPT recently because we've got that now. Because honestly, I use it all the time. But so I get access to it even at peak times, which is basically all of the time.
All of the time, yeah.
So here we go. I can ask it. All right, let me just go a quick sign in. Right. So what was the? Can you remember as close as possible to what the question was, Isaac? It was so terrible that I've kind of I don't even know how to word it. Right.
Let's have a look. I believe it was like, how long should I marinate? Do I leave the chicken to marinate in the flour and salt?
How long should I? Okay, I'm gonna just give it a tiny bit of context. I'm making fried chicken as the context.
Sure.
How long?
That context might not have been given for the question.
God, you really did go down a rabbit hole, didn't you? How long should I marinate the chicken in the flour and salt? Question mark. Go. Marinating chicken in flour and salt is not a common technique for making fried chicken. You don't say. Typically, fried chicken is coated in a mixture of flour, spices, and sometimes other ingredients like buttermilk before being fried. If you're using a recipe, God, it's giving me a big ass answer here. If you're using a recipe that calls for marinating chicken in flour and salt, it is possible that the intention is to coat the chicken in a seasoned flour mixture rather than to marinate it. In this case, you would typically dredge the chicken in the seasoned flour just before frying. If you're marinating chicken in another type of marinade that includes flour and salt, the timing will depend on the specific recipe. Some marinades may require only a few hours, while others may need to marinate overnight for the flavors to fully develop. Without knowing the specific recipe you're using, it's difficult to provide an exact marinating time. However, for a basic flour-based coating for fried chicken, you can simply dredge the chicken in seasoned flour just before frying.
There you go, man.
It did it. So technology's taken over, Isaac.
I'm on the Quora website, man. And there are some questions, like, so the questions, like the most popular ones that have answers are like, fine, no one cares, right? The best questions, the craziest questions,
is when you like sort.
Well, you don't even have to. As I'm scrolling
low to high.
As I'm scrolling through the page, it gives you a blend where occasionally there's like questions for you, and they're questions that nobody has answered, right?
Oh, really? Okay.
Questions such as,
I love that. Go on.
You know, what alcohol is the best for women? No one's answered that question, Nick. Can you marry a wife who is older than you? Nobody answered that one.
Nobody answered. Damn.
Should a 19-year-old be allowed to marry a 14-year-old girl if she got pregnant? The answer is no to that.
The answer is
question.
no. Has anyone answered it?
No one's answered.
Oh, no.
You want me to give the answer?
I probably wouldn't advise it.
just a flat no.
Oh no. That's skull emoji response to that. That's what you should reply, Isaac.
What do you do?
We should
if
do
you're...
a video, man, of just.
No answers yet on this one. What do you do if you're trapped in the dark and need help getting out? That's a good question.
That is a good question. Considering they managed to ask this on their phone, I assume they're not currently in that situation.
This one is worded oddly. I need a lady who needs a husband. What should I do? That's
I need a lady who needs a husband.
Yeah, he's a dude who just wants a woman, I guess, is the answer to that one.
Get on the apps, bro. Get on the apps. Or go out into the world.
No, they're staying on Quora, man. You know.
That's true. Yeah, that's what they've got wrong.
Is it true that you cannot eat dessert and drink alcohol at the same time?
Oh God, I had a dessert last weekend, which was a pear poached in red wine. So that's like sacrilege to this question, Isaac. That was dessert. That was alcohol-based dessert.
Some of these, man. What are your thoughts on being fully forgotten after your death? The fate of many.
That's very deep. That is very deep. No answers. Oh no.
What do husbands and wives want from each other?
Oh. You're in a situation when you've got to ask Quora this. Oh
no, it's there's I spent a while scrolling through and reading some of that stuff the other day, man.
5 hours of entertainment. I'll tell you what, we should do a video, man, just the state of Quora, just going through Quora. The best of Quora. Oh. I'd love to do that. Oh yeah. Gosh. Yeah, because I was in that previous situation you mentioned where you would Google something and then a Quora answer would pop up in the search results and you click on it. But for the fact that you've made the step of creating the account and being able to just scroll
through
the questions and answers on the website itself, without getting there from something that you've actually asked. That's pretty magical.
It's great, man. But no, because I think they want. Oh, by the way, you need to. So you take an X, by the way. Here you go, and you just right
cheers.
click.
Do you want me to strip these?
Yeah, exactly. Right click to strip, and then right click with the brass.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, I do remember this from thingy actually. Whatever we played last.
But the thing is, so I think that they expect me to be somebody who is interested in answering questions for Quora, because they give you like a couple as you're scrolling through. They give you like questions that have answers that are somewhat popular, but then they give you a surprising number of like low answer or no answer questions. And so I assume that they hope that I'm going to answer those questions. I didn't answer any of them, you know, because I'm a horrible human. But
no, you are. Yes. That actually makes sense, you know. Maybe as part of our best of Quora, we should answer them.
Right, we're going to create the account and actually give helpful advice.
Give the answers, to
Quarians.
To Quarians.
Yeah, can I have
the famed race? Yes, there you go. They are.
the breast casing thing.
They are.
Here we go.
Yeah, and we can have ChatGPT by our side, Sister Girls Isaac, if we don't know the answer. Oh, that's incredible. That is something
else, man. Yeah, Nick and Isaac play Quora episode 1.
It's the next mod pack, people. Oh, I love it. That's brilliant.
So I think we'll start. I'm going to put this over here because we need to have kinetic energy, Nick. But I think we'll start by trying to make the crushing wheels.
Oh, okay. All right. So these are all...
the crushing wheel, the extruder, and the alternator are all done this way.
Got you.
Okay, this should be fine. The crushing wheel looks pretty straightforward in terms of its recipe.
It's a bunch of andesite, isn't it? I'll grab some out this drawer. Is it to get both wheels with the initial crafter?
You buy one, you get one free, man.
Oh, I love that.
It's great, right?
Fantastic. You do indeed. Forward. And,
but no, I especially loved that I'd selected cooking, because so many people are so confused about how any of the cooking stuff works, like how anything culinary is. There's a lot of questions about cooking, and then there's a surprising number of questions about just how much men and women don't understand each other.
It's very telling of like the human race, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's quite something.
So many questions follow the same formula. It'll either be my girlfriend does this and doesn't understand this, or my boyfriend, why won't my boyfriend do this, or why does he do this? And it's just it's interesting.
That is, because I do wonder, you know, but the thing, especially the cooking ones, right?
Yeah.
Surely they're all.
So many of them are Googleable.
Surely these are all Googleable.
Nick, you would not believe how many of these things that people ask were Googleable. I do not know who is going to the effort. Maybe they just assume that their problem is so unique that it couldn't possibly be answered yet. Like they've come up with such a unique situation. Like, do I add garlic to this dish? It's like, just Google
you'll get the answer instantly. This is the world we live in, people. You have access to this information.
Maybe, you know, Nick, we live in a world of, maybe it's people going the other way, right? Because this is true, but it's kind of how, you know, with OnlyFans, right? Mm-hmm. Apparently a lot of what people enjoy about it is just the fact that they talk to the person, right? Like you get to be able to mess. It's like that one-on-one. It's why people watch us, man. They can go and watch the VODs, but they're watching live because they want the interaction.
You get people the interaction, that's it.
People want to know that an actual human answered their question. Oh, you've done this already. I've just made some more. And
No, go for it. Yes, we are good.
But yeah, I think that's the thing, man. I think people just want to know, you know?
Yeah. I can see that. Is it worth waiting that much extra time?
Not at all. It's insanity.
Do you reckon these people Google it as well, but just want to ask Quora? They do both.
Maybe they're doing a service, man. Maybe they're just putting it there so in the future, somebody else who needs that exact answer doesn't have to Google aggressively. They just get the Quora answer straight away.
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing the Lord's work, you know?
Maybe. I'll tell you what, you are right in that sense though, man. The people who just freely answer questions on Quora, good Samaritans.
They are. I don't know who's doing saints, man.
They're just all retired. Got loads of time. Although, or maybe they're ill, Isaac. Maybe they're ill.
They're ill, and
they're in your situation.
They're just a better person than I am.
Let me help out. Oh, I'm there. Let me actually contribute to society.
I'm there just for my own amusement. Everyone else is there to be a good human being.
Out. You're just there like, I can't wait to bring this up on stream. And I don't blame you. Oh,
all right, Nick, look at this, man.
We got a thing.
We got a thing.
Oh, look at that. And they're going lovely and fast as well, aren't they?
They're going so fast. Let me get some shoots here, man, and we can really
let's start shooting these peeps. Shooting these things. Here we go. I'll just make a little little barrel.
I'm gonna buy some.
Oh yes, I've got 4 extra hearts. Oh, I see you have as well now. Yeah. Got these extra hearts are good. I got 6 tamales, Isaac.
Tamales.
Tamales. I thought it was so close to saying burritos, but no, when I hovered over them, they are tamales. Full course meal, according to Cryptopia.
Wow. I'm going to eat some asparagus, just a straight rod of asparagus.
Oh, go on, Isaac. Bit of an aphrodisiac.
Oh, I gained more hearts, man. I got 6 now.
Oh,
eat that beef stir fry at the top, man. It's good stuff.
Fry? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, let me purchase some of those.
Yeah, go for it, man. I hope these C-Bucks are not needed for anything.
No, it's just food, Isaac. Don't worry, it will be fine. We've got quite a few. We've got 182. That will be fine.
All right.
Okay, as soon as I get hungry, I'll munch.
I've put a shoot. If you want to put your barrel down.
I actually made the barrel for
up top.
For the other thing. I'll make another one. I can make another one here.
I see how it is, Nick.
Here, Isaac. Here we go. Provide a barrel of laughs. There we go.
You have the ability to make a secondary one for the top.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
Here you go. Okay, so we get full process here. Let me just what have I got? Got some gravel I can jump up on. Let me make sure it's
he's got it.
I got it. Here you go. There you are.
Fantastic. All right. So now, in theory, Nick, we should be able to get more resources, right?
Lovely, yes, because quite a few things were crushing wheel required. Weren't they? And we were like, oh, we don't have the crushing wheels. Oh, we don't have the crushing wheels. So it's very handy that we've got these now.
But now we should be able to, for example, take like these iron shards. I got 2 iron shards. Put those in here, and those are going to get crushed. Look at that, 2 iron dust, and it's surprisingly quick.
Yeah, quick, isn't it?
Let's have a look. If I take 64 iron and I drop them in, how long does it take to get 64 iron? Oh, Nick, look at this barrel, man. Get ready. So we're at 2. 18.
Oh.
So it does it in batches of 16.
Okay, I see. Yes, look at that.
It's pretty quick.
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. It's definitely more than 1 a second.
Right?
2 per second, maybe?
Even though it's good.
Oh, more than that, potentially.
It's awkward that we have to then take it to the next stage of cooking it. We can bulk blast it. Like, as in if we use the fan with lava in front of it, we can auto smelt.
Okay, that
these resources
turns it into iron.
Yeah. Which might be the intended methodology. Like have the chute drop it onto onto a belt or something, and then have the fan, and then have like another collector that only lets it in when it turns into an iron ingot. That might be because it's gonna take a while to smelt all of that up, right? The one benefit of the shard system is if you need iron now, you can just get iron now, right? It's so
just
quick.
Craft it, right?
Bingo, right?
Instant. Yeah.
Okay, we can worry about that in the future, though, Nick. Real quick, I'm gonna let's rearrange this to make the extruder.
Yeah. So let's have a look. What?
So here we need like a 5x5 with like an empty hole in its heart.
An empty U in the middle, right?
Yeah, right. Something like this.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I think that's it. And then you move the barrel as well.
I didn't even put a barrel. We didn't even have a barrel down last time we did this, Nick.
Here we go. Yeah,
the item will just pop out onto the floor.
Surely.
Is this right? Is it just
and
one
then
up?
I think.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks correct. Just to make sure everything is like connected, right? Everything goes one way, like that.
Oh yes.
On the corner piece. Yeah.
These lower ones might have to face upwards, question mark, in that case.
Wait. In the middle. Oh, no, yes, you are right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Like that.
That should work. That should work.
There we go. Now I think it'll work.
It's
a little awkward, but I think it's
yeah, that looks right. That looks right.
Okay, so we do need. Could you get me the Deep Slayer and the other any stone?
Yes.
I'll look at getting the Rugaba core.
The Rugaba. Okay, so we need 3 shaft.
Oh, but the good news now as well, Nick, is that in terms of making the Rugaba cores, you need a null dust. Previously, it was 5 null shards in the pestle mortar to make 2 null dust. Now it's just 1-to-1 with the crushing wheel.
Ah, very good. Okay.
So because I was a little worried as well between streams that we were going to like start to run out of null shards. They're not hard to get, but having to go and get them so regularly is
it's a manual process, isn't it? So
exactly right.
Yeah, makes sense.
And we don't have a manual around these days. You know, you left us early on in the.
No,
it was supposed to be.
Yeah, he's quit.
It was going to be Nick Isaac and a manual, but he's no longer around.
We gave him an intern job, and he was not happy.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead he rolled his eyes, and that was it. Isaac,
he was more a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. He used to write all the jokes for the series, but now he doesn't.
That's why
there's no jokes.
That's why it's deteriorated so much. Our core joke writer has quit. There's nothing we can do about it. Oh, Emmanuel, if you're watching, come back, please.
I love the idea that we had someone write the jokes for
the jokes for us. That's why we actually forced him out because they were so bad. But the problem is that now he's gone. We actually realised that they weren't so bad, and now they're even worse.
They were the best part of the stream.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, Emmanuel.
It's an end of an era. Sorry, Emmanuel. No, please.
Please, heads up. You know, we'll take you back.
We'll take you back.
We'll pay you in slightly more exposure than last time. We've got more YouTube subscribers now. It's fine.
He's never coming back, Isaac. He's never coming back.
Oh, I know it, man. I know it.
Yeah.
I'm just,
he works for Google now.
Yeah.
He's an investment banker now. Lives in a penthouse in New York. Just watching these streams, lurking and laughing. They say, "Look at these chumps." Oh, gosh.
There we go. Okay, I've got the Rugaba core. Is that the last thing?
Lovely. I've got the glass. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I think this should work.
Beautiful. Look at this. I do like the mechanical crafters, man.
They're good, aren't they? Especially when they're not. They don't require 600,000 items.
You think it's big enough, man?
I don't know, Isaac. I think it needs to be bigger.
So this is the mechanical extruder, and it's from the mod called Create Mechanical Extruder.
Oh, really? I wonder what the speciality of that mod is, Isaac.
So craft the mechanical extruder. So now going back to now we're talking. This is where I need 3 more Rugaba cores, right? Because I need to make pink lava, blue lava, and the other blue lava. And then that'll actually unlock the quest for the mechanical crafter. There are 2 quests for it. There's one in Create and one here as well. So pink lava, light blue lava, and regular blue lava. So I think I made some of the stuff. Okay, so actually I need 3 more RGB cores. That's fine. Again, now that we have the good sense, Nick, to have grown a lot of our stuff here. We should
crop.
Yes, we're going to be able to harvest our yields, Nick.
Our wares. Okay, excellent. Very good. Very good.
You ever think about living a more simple life, Nick? One with just farming
living on a farm.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, you know what? Like the thought. Like I never wanted to do it, but I've always been like, oh, I wonder how that would be.
Yeah.
If
someone offered you the option, man, like to
live on a farm.
Yeah, right. You got to give up everything you've got now, all the modern luxuries, right? But like they give you just like a couple of acres, some cows,
live the American
big old
dream.
wheat field or something. Yeah, but it's in central London.
But it's in central London.
Yeah.
So it's actually worth like millions. The land I'm on. I'm just using it for farming.
But you can't sell it.
That'd be a pretty good flex, actually.
And also
like prime real estate in like bang central London, in like Kensington. Like you're next to Buckingham Palace, right? And you're just there.
Ooh, Ooh.
Selling some artisan bread to the people. I could probably charge £10 a loaf, Isaac.
Oh,
in those
easily,
ends.
man. Easily.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures on Reddit, man. People were charging like £300 for like 12 roses in like central London.
Gosh, I was talking about this actually. I bought some flowers right on Tuesday, and I was talking to my friends.
I appreciate them, man. They were very nice.
So I'm glad, man. I'm glad. Yeah. I knew you'd like that. I knew you'd want a bit of a change up in the bouquet, like a bit of variety.
I liked it.
Yeah. Well, you'd be glad to hear. I was like, guys, I've just spent £40 on flowers, and I was like, and I sent them a picture of it, and then one of my friends who used to live in central London was like, in London that would be £80 to £100.
Yeah.
And I was like, jeez. Because I want to live in London at some point, right?
Right.
For a few years, just to kind of experience it and do all the stuff there is to do there. And then stop paying
when you say do all the
£7,000 a month.
Yeah, exactly. A day.
And then come back. But gosh, I am like, maybe if I become a millionaire.
Yeah, right.
But I don't fancy spending, because I visit London quite a bit. And Jesus, man, it's quite funny because you go to Tesco and you just see all the markups, right? Even though it's the same shop as somewhere else in the country.
It's only £11.95.
It's only £11.95, which is better than 15. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me that people charge that much for roses. I mean, on a night out in Birmingham, Isaac, I get approached by a lady. She charged me 50p for a rose. I should take that. I should drive to London and sell them for a profit.
Unfortunately for you, Nick, I think they're different roses.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you sure?
I'm not sure, Nick. I'm not a botanist or a rosist.
Or a florist.
Yeah, a florist.
A florist.
I'm not floral enough.
Not floral enough. No. You need to get more floral mini skirts, Isaac.
You ever had somebody buy you flowers, man?
I've not, So I've never had someone buy me flowers. You had someone buy you flowers?
No, of course not, man. Plain and simple sexism right there,
That's the thing, right?
No, I'm with you, man.
What? There's something else as well. Chocolates? Have I ever been bought chocolates?
I mean, it depends.
By my mother.
I'm gonna say, yeah, right. You might have got some as a child for Christmas or something, but
yeah, right. But never by anyone else.
Right.
I got. What's the most
effeminate?
I think what I've received. Thing that I've received. I got face masks.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like face, as in
were they bought specifically
clay
for you?
masks.
Yeah.
Well, there was 2 in the pack, so this was more for us, me and the person who gave them to me, rather than just me.
Right.
Along with 2 hairbands and some other bits as well that were all times 2. So I don't know if that entertained me
counts.
Quite a bit. No, that's what I said. So I won't count that. No. I'd quite like some roses, actually.
Right.
To be honest. Although I do put them in the same boat as candles, right? Which I also did receive, actually. I received a candle recently in that it's nice, but I'm very conscious that you're spending money for something that
you think is
very temporary.
Garbage. Yeah. Useless, worthless.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe I don't want roses, Isaac.
Maybe not, man.
Socks? Great.
A bouquet of 12 socks.
A bouquet of 12 socks. I bloody love a bouquet of 12 socks, Isaac. If I received them in like a bunch, right? With all the different socks sticking out the top, I'd be well happy with that. Oh, it'd be brilliant. Oh, jeez. I'm just looking at this alternator, by the way. Do we need to make that as well? I'm only looking at it. It's like the last thing in this quest line.
I forget how the heck I was using the drain, right? I was using the spout, right? I'm trying to just get by, man. Here we go. I'm
trying to get by in these tough times, Isaac.
Get by with a little help from my friends.
Yeah, that's I can't help you with that, Isaac.
I didn't think so, man.
Okay.
Just extracting a single bucket of lava from this stuff is... Oh, no, this needs to be a depot. I understand. Get rid of that. But yes, the alternator is not necessary just yet, but obviously it is part of the quest line, and we do need it for when we get our arc furnace and stuff up and running.
Yeah, okay. That's cool then. Right,
there we go.
There we go. Hello.
So pink lava is what I'm working on, man. And the pink lava is pink dye with lava and a rugaba core. That's fine. So you... You... Can I do... Did that make its way in? It did. And you. There we go. Wonderful. So that's a bucket of pink lava. Again, I don't know where we put these for now. I'm just going to, like, hold on to it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we can determine that later.
With the purple lava, I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Then I need blue, which I assume is the same. We got blue dye here. I assume it's just lava, which we get over here. Squirt.
Oh, yes.
Along with blue dye. And a rugaba core. Easy peasy. And the last one's light blue, which I assume is, again, the same, but just with a light blue dye. So we'll take this. Drop that over here. Easy peasy. And then, you know, I'm gonna be like the worst person, Nick, because like I'm gonna make the iron the old-fashioned way that's less efficient.
Oh, Isaac, I've got some if you need some.
It's too late, man. I've done it.
Done it. Inefficient Ian.
Isaac is it's right there. My name starts with an I.
No.
This guy.
No, that'd be too close to home, Isaac. I can't call you an inefficient Isaac. You've got to be something else, all right? This wasn't just a basic oversight, all right? This was deliberate.
Oh, God. He says.
Listen, it's Friday, all right?
All right, Nick, Christ. Look at that. Thermal extruder, except it's create. So I think it says thermal's extruder, except it's create. Thermal's extruder is the Ignis extruder, right? So
yes,
if you go to the quest book real quick and click on the thermal extruder quest, you press U while hovering over the mechanical extruder. We can see the recipes.
Yes.
So it looks like this is going to allow us to automate the production of these shards. And it looks like we want a lot of these extruders.
I see. We're 16. If I guess looking at the number of recipes.
No, there's quite a few. There's like 3 for copper for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like 3 different blocks of copper. There's oxidized copper, Minecraft copper, exposed copper, Wanks copper. There might be 4 for copper. Anyway, but like if you put red lava on one side, water on the other, and a block of iron underneath, it will just produce iron shards.
Okay, this is like resource generator tier 3, basically.
Well, this is perfect because this allows us to move away from killing the lava monsters, right? We don't actually need the physical null shards. We just start to produce them. So this, I think, is where things get a little busted. This should be fine, though. Like making... Like, if we look at the recipes again, like you say 16 or something?
16 in total. I was just looking at the top.
Oh, sorry. It'd be, 16. But there's copper. There's like 4 for copper. Because the first page is coal and copper. The second page is copper and nether. The third page is zinc and tin. So let's keep track here real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's copper again. 7, that's copper again. 8, that's copper again.
Nice.
9, that's copper again. Those are both copper. 9. I think you need 9.
Okay, 9.
I think half
that kind of checks out.
Page 8, both copper. Page 7 is aluminum and copper. Page 6 is lead and copper. Page 5 is nickel and copper. Page 4 is iron and copper. Page 3 is zinc and tin. Page 2 is copper and nether, and page 1 is coal and copper. So half of the
flipping it.
Half of the entries are all copper based.
That's so whatever floats your boat, I guess.
If you type copper into JI, it's because each block of copper, all the different ones along the top there,
they're all
usable.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, that I will slightly forgive it. And it's all vanilla, isn't it? All these things.
Instead of doing like the JEI thing where it just kind of flicks between what it can use, for some reason there's different entries for each of them. But I think, man, next time we can come back, we can probably quite easily make 8 more of these mechanical extruders. Like, they're not expensive. 8 more RGB cores is fine now because we've got all of the stuff to make it. And then we could set up a row to produce all of those shards for us. At that point, man, I don't know. Ooh. at that point, I'd be more intrigued at like, I'm just thinking about the best way to process them into ingots, right? Like obviously the best way would be to crush them and then smelt them, but we could also just like you could also just set up like mechanical crafters to auto craft the
I was gonna
say, ones, right?
If we're making them unlimited,
right?
Efficiency isn't that important, right? That just becomes a time-based thing. So I'm kind of with you on that.
Yeah.
It'd be quite nice. Yeah, be quite nice.
And then, I see. So then the nether shards you craft, like nether shards are makeable, right? You make those with purple lava and water. And then from there, you can craft the nether shards into redstone shards, quartz shards, fluorite shards, lapis shards, or glowstone shards. So there's like crafting that's done there. So like 3 nether shards equals 1 redstone shard. Right?
Yeah.
And then you can move from there. Interesting. Okay, so
very interesting.
We're about, Nick, almost ready to make a breakthrough on resource generation.
Excellent. I like this. Nice. This is very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Alas, though, unfortunately, Nick, we're out of time for this episode of Cryptopolis.